Good afternoon, it's Tony again from Paranormal Investigation UK. Today's date is the 16th of January 2022 and we're looking at some footage that comes in from the, get the date right, it's the 18th of April 2021. So slowly but surely we are catching up with this particular case in Chester. Now this was a particularly unusual day because what actually happened is that the owner himself went in. He wasn't in the property, so he can actually remotely view these from distance with sort of a mobile phone app. So he's actually looking at his mobile phone and noticed that these balls beginning to light up. You can see there, but he was getting no camera alerts. We then realised that, let's find him, that's the camera to the window ledge itself, and the balls are placed on there. They're put on there for a specific purpose because we've had some unusual activity around this area of the room. Why that is, I have no idea, because since this camera picks up a lot of noise this associated with the room. These cameras did not, well that camera one, because it wasn't based there then, but this camera one did not pick up the flashing light, and the reason for that is that the flat side of the desk that was there was covering it. So it was in daylight, for example, it just wouldn't pick that up at all. But later on we didn't get the balls lighting up. We got some really noisy bangs. So this one's at, get these in the right order, 22:11 at night, and that is 21:08. So this is the first one. So this is just coming up at 9:10. What date's the 18th of April? Always important. You always check it the days, because it, you know, if it's a weekend, for example, it does make a difference. It's a Sunday. Yeah, 18th of April 2021, which is the date we got there. 18th of April 2021. It's a Sunday night. It's almost certainly 99% certain that nobody will be in the property. Can't completely rule out. You can't trust humans when it comes down to phenomena. And if you look outside, it's coming in towards now, middle of April. The clocks have gone forward, so the actual light outside is getting better as the UK moves into its summer period. So let's have a listen to this one. This, I think, one or the other is incredibly loud. Yeah, this camera is based on this window, really, just to cover my concerns about human involvement outside the building. So we need to be confident there's nothing going on outside there. So this covers all the back end of the area. As you can see there, this is just a lawned area, you can't get a car there. And this is wood. Okay, so that's one big loud bang. Let's have a look at the other one. Ooh, that's it, 22:11. 22:11. Let's get these times written down. The the time was 21:08. Quite loud. Nothing to see. So what we'll do now is shut media player down. I don't need that anymore. We'll fire up Mixcraft. Make sure we get the right one. I'm actually going to cover both clips in this. 36. Just can't remember what order these are. Yeah, that's the one. I got the right order. Right, okay. Cool. So there's nothing visual to see. You can see there, there's quite a strong impact. Now, when this has actually happened, this is a Sunday night. None of the other cameras picked up any form of movement in the room, or even in the building for that matter. So we're relatively confident there's no one in the room. So the next question is, what's caused it? Can there be any form of something's fell, that type of thing? It was unusual that there was a difference. You know, we had two. I'm just trying to think what the actual time difference was. 22:11, 21:08. So it's about an hour apart. You know, roughly an hour apart. Why is that? And nothing was found on the Monday morning when he went into the room, which is all secured. There's a number of offices. They're all independent businesses, and obviously security is a critical component of this. Right, okay, so let's have a look at this. We know that we've just got this particular one to look at. Nothing else going on in the stream. That is not reacting like I would expect a rat to. Okay, let's get a fix on that one. I'm going to call it bang one. Because normally what would happen if we're dealing with some of the sounds that we have done in the building, what we were finding is a lot of the natural reverberation has disappeared. But as you can see here, the fundamental frequency is around about 700 Hertz. These secondary peaks are reflections, and another big bass frequency peak there. And here as well, another one is the sound's hitting walls, removing frequency as it does. So if it's hitting a wall like plasterboards, soaks some of the frequency up, then comes back and the microphone picks it up again. So that, to me, I'm not so sure, you know, if it's reacting as I would expect something to react if someone has struck something or something had fell to the floor. So that's that one. Okay, so what we'll do is I'll delete this out. Okay, and we'll add the second clip now, and we'll do exactly a similar sort of thing with it. Let's just get rid of these other tracks that we don't need. And it's practically exactly at the same time, which it will do. The cameras work. Once it hears something or sees something, it gets a couple of seconds before and then does a further 55, 58 seconds of footage. So what we'll do now is clear that, go for the average, drag that back a touch, and that's all we can do with this. I know that we checked to see if there's what would cause the sound. Nothing was found. As far as we were aware, no one was in the building because it's almost, you know, it's at night. This is at 10 o'clock at night now. But that just still doesn't mean it's got a paranormal explanation for it, because certainly on that initial frequency I didn't find anything that just jumped out at it. That's unusual. So that's another one. Okay, so we do a similar thing. Bang 2. Okay, and again you can see these secondary reflections. That one there, just after, that's a reflection. There were numerous multitude different rational explanations for this. So if we look at these in context, let's put them in a folder. C6. That's bang 1. That's bang 2. The only difference is bang 2 is a bit louder. It's up to about 39. That one's at 40 minus 42. So you'd be hard pressed not to. If you look at how the frequency pulls off at 1,000 hertz, just dropless flat lines. That's very, very similar. It's about 170. Yeah, very similar. It's made the sound. What is strange with that, if, for example, something had fell off a shelf onto the floor, it's only going to do it once. So there are an hour between them, which makes it even more compelling. What is it that we're listening to? We're listening to some sort of residual sound from the past, or we listen to some form of entity involvement directly causing the sounds. I have no idea. Had it been a one single bang sound, I would have leaned towards rational reason, because the frequency is not performing as I would expect it to do within a paranormal context. But there's two, almost an hour apart, which makes it even more compelling. So we can, in fact, rule out an item falling on the floor, because it'll only fall once, and the sounds are very, very similar. So it's one of those unexplained ones, really. I haven't got a rational explanation for that one at all. It's unusual and keeping with the strange phenomena of the building. Okay, so that is movie 336. I'll see you on 337. Thanks. Bye.